Hello, my LinkedIn family. You are live with Johnathan Maness, aka the One Leg Bandit. And today we're not going to talk about products. We're not going to talk too much about work. We're going to talk about being a parent. All right. And everybody knows that being a parent is difficult in a lot of ways, but it's the best blessing in the world as well. But sometimes being a parent, you just got to let your kids kind of form their own path and then take their own strides in life and then reach the goals that they want to do, because sometimes them pushing themselves becomes the best way for them to reach their goals. But today the story is about my son, his wonderful journey through Civil Air Patrol, and now being an Air Force Falcon on an Air Force Falcon scholarship, and about to be he is going to be the class of 2025 for the U.S. Air Force Academy. And I'm telling you, every time I mention those words, I kind of tear up because I'm just overwhelmed with excitement, because I know what he's went through to get to this. But everyone that's watching today and will watch in the future, this is just a couple ideas and ways that you might get your 13 or 11, 12, 13-year-old son or daughter on a path for Air Force Academy or any academy that's out there. But everyone, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Christopher.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christopher Cuozzo. As mentioned, I am the son of Johnathan, the CEO of Maness Veteran Medical. I'm also the web designer of Maness Veteran Medical. And today I'm just here to share my story and my path and my journey on from where I started when I was 12 and to where I am now, 19. Currently, as you can see, I'm in a dorm room and I'm wearing OCPs. I'm currently attending Marion Military Institute in Marion, Alabama. Last April, I received a U.S. Air Force Academy Falcon Foundation scholarship. And what the Falcon Foundation scholarship allows you to do is choose a prep school. There's 5 across the country. You choose a prep school, and then you go to that prep school for 1 year, and that ultimately prepares you to attend. And it's pretty much what they say is a golden ticket to attend a service academy. So they have that program for all 5 service academies. There's West Point, U.S. Air Force Academy, Naval Academy, Coast Guard Academy, and Merchant Marine Academy. So all 5 offer sponsorships. And really, it's the same process. You apply normally, and then if they think that you are suited enough to attend their academy, they'll offer you a sponsorship, and you can choose to go to a school. So anyway, that's where I am now at Marion Military Institute. I'm wearing this uniform because this is, of course, a military school. Distinguished is my Air Force OCP Spice Brown flag. This is to show that I'm an Air Force cadet. And yeah, so that's that. Now I want to hand it back over to Mr. CEO.
Well, look, Chris, let's unformalize this just a little bit. We got to take this all the way back. Everybody that's watching this, look, this started one night. We was having a discussion of what Christopher wanted to do and become, and he's like, I might want to become a pilot. So he looked it up and got into Civil Air Patrol down in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Well, we went to the first meeting and all that, and it's just like anything, Cub Scouts, anything you might go to for the first time, you never really know where it's going to go. Well, I want to let everyone know that when Christopher went to this first meeting, he made up his mind that very first meeting. Not only was he going to be a part of Civil Air Patrol, but he was going to do everything in his well-being, anything he could do to become the tippity top of Civil Air Patrol, and that is earning the Spots Award. And I just want to let you know that on that day, he decided and told me when we was looking at the flow chart that he was going to achieve this. And I want to let everyone know that as a parent, you don't really know what to think when that happens. Like when I remember standing there beside him, I was like, Christopher, if you want to do this, I want you to go all the way. And he said, I promise you I am. I'm going to do it. And Christopher, you take it from here. How did you reach those goals? Because I'm telling everyone, he said he was going to do it, and he did it. So tell everyone your journey there, Christopher.
Sure. So Civil Air Patrol, really, really, really amazing program. You can join as a cadet when you're 12 years old, which is exactly what I did. I joined in February 2014, and I'm currently still a member, though with everything going on with the coronavirus, I really haven't been able to be an active member for, I'd say, about a year due to all of the COVID restrictions and myself going to college. But taking it way, way back, February 2014, I heard about the Civil Air Patrol through my grandpa, actually. and we had recently moved to Florida, and I was looking for things to do that piqued my interest. I'd actually, and I used this in college essays, I'd actually went to an air show 2 years prior to me joining Civil Air Patrol. And at that air show, this is 2012, at that air show, this is the first time I'd ever seen a fighter jet in person or flying overhead. And I actually had the privilege to see the Thunderbirds. And I got to talk with a pilot, and I got to meet some people. And keep in mind, this is when I was 10 years old, 10, 11 years old. And I was doing these things. And this is, something that anybody can do. You find an air show and you can see amazing things. Well, that's just what happened. I saw some amazing things and it inspired me. So I went and I sought out the Civil Air Patrol. And I ended up joining the Wesley Chapel Cadet Squadron in 2014. And yes, it is true. I saw the flow chart of everything you can achieve in the program, where you start at an Airman Basic over here, and you end off with Cadet Colonel over here. So that's the John F. Curry Award and then the Carl A. Spots Award. And I looked at that flow chart, and I was asked, are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? And I made the decision. I'm going to do this. I'm going to persevere no matter what comes no matter what comes in my path or what comes at me. I'm going to push forward, and I'm going to persevere and achieve what I want to do and what I hope and dream to do. And that's exactly what happened. And June 2019, I achieved the Carl A. Spots Award. And so I've since then, it's almost been 2 years now, which is crazy for me because really it was huge hope and dream of mine. It's almost been 2 years now since I've earned the Spots Award. But really, it's just an awesome program. And if it's okay, I want to talk about the program a little bit. Parents, kids, teenagers, whoever ends up watching this, even grandparents, if you have a loved one who is looking for something to do, or if they're genuinely interested in aviation, aerospace, or just generally leadership type activities, I would 100% hands down recommend the Civil Air Patrol. And of course, I could try and make this objective as possible, but really it's kind of hard since that's been kind of my life for the last 7 years. So Civil Air Patrol, amazing, amazing program. I was doing things at age 12 that people normally don't do until they're at least 17, 18, 19, if they even choose to do it. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about here is in the Civil Air Patrol, we have what are called encampments. And that's basically basic cadet training on a much, much smaller scale. So, of course, when you enlist in the military, you have basic training, boot camp, BMT, whatever acronym or whatever they want to call it. Well, in the Civil Air Patrol, we have a similar thing. Of course, it's not as rigorous, not as long, but we do put our cadets through a rigorous training where they work and improve on their aerospace abilities, their leadership abilities, and they learn drill, they work on their fitness, go through obstacle courses, go through all these amazing things that I ended up doing when I was 12 years old. So 4 months after I joined the Civil Air Patrol, I ended up going to my first encampment, and I was going through these crazy things at age 12. And it is scary. And I still remember the look on my mom's face when I waved by to get on a van in the middle of nowhere, Florida. And it's crazy to think back to that because that's where I started, and this is where I am today.
I want to interject here. So, getting to see this firsthand, Christopher went from, just being, a young child with not really focused thoughts, and he just immediately morphed into a man on a mission, and he couldn't learn enough. So when it comes to getting off these phones right here for our kids and getting them engaged, I want to strongly stand behind this because I saw it didn't take away from all of Christopher's gaming. He still wanted to play games and things of that matter, but I saw the drive change in him and understanding that there's a real world out there, and he wanted to be a major part of that. So, Christopher, I know that you're about to get into this, but please let everyone know all the outstanding things that you got to experience, not just encampment, but the things that Civil Air Patrol opened up for you.
Of course. So, as I mentioned, encampment, of course, is a really big part of CAP, and that's the acronym for Civil Air Patrol, CAP. However, there's so much more that Civil Air Patrol offers. And, as I kind of started and led with the air shows, Civil Air Patrol does a major part in helping volunteering for running air shows, protecting airplanes, looking for downed or not downed aircraft, but aircraft with emergency locator transmitters that are going off from hard landings, so on and so forth. And I'm going to talk about a few activities that really, really changed my outlook on Civil Air Patrol and sort of my journey in life. The first one that I want to talk about is Cadet Officer School. So Cadet Officer School is a national cadet special activity that you need to apply for. And once you get in, you'll end up at Maxwell Air Force Base in Montgomery, Alabama. And really, Cadet Officer School is an amazing experience. And I know I keep saying that, but really, truly, an amazing experience. And it's very selective, so you only 120 cadets per year out of the whole Civil Air Patrol can attend Cadet Officer School. And really, what they offer is amazing. You spend 12 to 14 days on the base, and each day is jam-packed with leadership activities, or tours of the base, listening to amazing speakers that you never thought that you would ever hear from. And really, I learned so much in those 12 days that I really didn't expect to learn at such a young age. I was 17 when I went to Cadet Officer School, and we had guest speakers that were retired 4-star generals, current 2, 1, 2, 3-star generals, colonels in the Air Force, guest speakers from other countries. Really just an amazing experience. And Cadet Officer School changed my outlook on, I was already fully dedicated to my path of achieving a U.S. Air Force Academy appointment, but Cadet Officer School really motivated me to go further. And it's kind of hard to say that you want to go further than your goal, but really listening to fighter pilots, listening to wing commanders, listening to special forces guys or gals talk about their paths and how they got to where they are, and really hearing that sort of thing even to this day gives me goosebumps, because I'm on a similar path, and I may not have achieved, or I may not have achieved yet, everything that all these people have, but it really excites me to know that I'm on a similar path to what all of these amazing people have been on.
Well, Christopher, you excite me every single day. I want to let everyone know, moving forward here, so we're up to about the 17, 18-year-old, and Christopher had some decisions that he had to make, okay? Of course, he's striving to get into the Air Force Academy. And then some adversity happened, and Christopher had to make some decisions. So if you don't mind, Chris, let's talk a little bit about the adversity, about the college and what happened, and where you are now and how it's hardened you.
Sure. So, of course, my main goal was to earn an appointment to the U.S. Air Force Academy. And with that, my goal was to be an Air Force officer. That was my end goal, is to be an officer in the U.S. Armed Forces, specifically the Air Force. So naturally, I applied for Air Force ROTC scholarships. And luckily, I received a scholarship. And there are 3 types. There's Type 1, Type 2, and Type 7. I received a Type 1 scholarship, which is a full ride. And I received a full ride to Clemson for an Air Force ROTC scholarship. But my goal, of course, is the academy. So I received that scholarship on March 30th, 2020. And about 20 days later, I received my Air Force Falcon Foundation scholarship. So not reluctantly at all, I turned down a full ride to Clemson, and I am where I am today at Marion Military Institute. And I'll talk about the Falcon Foundation scholarship again. I mentioned it earlier, but basically you apply to the school, and if they see that you are a dedicated student, you're just not quite where they need you, they'll give you a scholarship to attend a prep school. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm at Marion Military Institute in Marion, Alabama, and of course started here last August, and really this school has changed me and shaped me in ways that I didn't think would happen. Of course, going off to college, no matter where you go, you're always going to be more of an individual. And really being at Marion has been challenging, but very, very exciting, because even in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, which is where Marion is pretty much, you still get to hear from amazing people. And this is very close actually to Montgomery, Alabama. So we do have sometimes speakers from Maxwell, where I went to COS. We do have speakers from Maxwell come over and give their life lessons and give their speeches, so that we can hear and develop, just like I did at Cadet Officer School at Maxwell. So really, my time here at Marion, it has been, I don't want to say rough, but it has been very interesting, and it has really shaped me. And I doubt anybody from Marion will ever see this video, but thank you to all the staff at Marion Military Institute for, of course, accepting me to the school and putting me through the challenges that I have been through while being here, because it really has shaped me as a person.
There's a slogan, Marion Made, right, Christopher? That's a slogan that they use there, because it transforms you and gets you ready for what's about to come at you.
That's right.
So let everyone know the good news now. What happened here recently?
Right. So as you can see on the title of this presentation, or even on the thumbnail, as of March 3rd, 2021, new year, I have been appointed to the U.S. Air Force Academy. And with that appointment, I'll be entering on June 24th of this year. So looking at about 2.5 months from now, and I'll be stepping onto the U.S. Air Force Academy grounds for I-Day and for basic cadet training. So this, all my time here at this school really came to a culmination not 2 months into the second semester, which is really amazing, because I know I still have lots of friends that are waiting on their appointments, but luckily myself and a few of the other Falcon scholars, we have our appointments and we are good to go, and we are excited and ready.
And I'm so proud of you, Christopher. Look, I don't have to look far for my hero. I love my children so much, and all that y'all do, but y'all motivate me every day to be better. You motivate me. Thank you for all the blessings and gifts that you give me, and for fighting as hard as you did. You want to talk about when you could quit, you could give up, you could go so many different ways. You could say, you know what? I can't handle it anymore. I don't want to do this. There was some points there where me and you would butt heads, but our big overall picture of this world, and fighting for what you want, and never giving up. You have proven to me that you will never give up, Christopher. And everyone watching this video, Christopher could choose to be a Space Force officer. And when you really think about that, we don't know where the Space Force is going to go, or right behind me, the F-22. That's his major dream. I hope he gets there. But there's no telling where he's going to get to, because the truth about these types of scholarships and these paths, you never really know what's available. So Chris may not have even seen what he's going to become yet. And no matter what it is, Christopher, I've already told you, I am so proud of you, and thank you so much for all the sacrifices you made to get to where you're going. And everybody that's watching this, I'm letting you know, Civil Air Patrol, remember that. If your kids are bored and they need something to do, the Civil Air Patrol gives them an outlet where they can see things and touch things and be a part of things that they have never dreamed of. So I strongly recommend the Civil Air Patrol, and I strongly recommend the military. I'm a veteran myself, and I'm a strong believer in getting in there and learning what you can learn. So Christopher, everyone that's watching this, I want you to know that Christopher has some friends on there that we want to bring on here as well. Irisa Reyes is there with Christopher, and we would like to introduce her and let her tell a little bit about her story as well. I don't think it was through the CAP way as Christopher went through, but I still think that we need to bring her in and let her tell a little bit of her story, because what we're trying to do is we want these kids that are lost right now due to COVID, not really knowing which way to go, been gaming the last 1.5, 2 years, to get up and let's start moving again, and let's get motivated. And I want to help as many kids out there that we can help. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Irisa. Hello, Irisa.
Hi, my name is Irisa Reyes, and I did not find out about the Academy through Civil Air Patrol, but my high school counselor actually introduced it to me my senior year, so it was a little late. But I'm here now, so this experience at Marion has definitely taught me a lot about the military because coming in, if I just went straight to the academy, I probably would have been very lost, more lost than I would be now going in June of 2021.
Well, I've been blessed to meet Irisa in person, and she is outstanding, just another shining star. And I just want everyone to hear her story because she has busted her butt to get where she is, and she has been appointed as well. Correct, Irisa?
Yes, sir. I've been appointed.
Well, go ahead and let everyone know your journey to how you got here from high school, to where you are now.
Well, I've always wanted to be in the medical field. That's just what I want to do when I get older. So throughout high school, I took a lot of medical classes. I have my certification in phlebotomy, and I at first my plan was to do ROTC at a university because I had no idea the academy even existed. But then my high school counselor, he told me, I think the academy would be better for you because you like to challenge yourself and you work really hard. You're at the top of your class. So I think you should pursue this route instead. So I did. I hurried to get all my paperwork done by the due date. I had to get a lot of recommendation letters, interviews, nominations. I managed to get a nomination. And then around April, I would like to say, I got a letter and it said you've earned the Falcon Foundation, and I immediately accepted it. I denied all my other universities because I really wanted to go here because I knew this was what I needed to do in order to go to the academy, and that's what I really wanted to do.
Well, the main point here, everyone that's watching this, you don't have to. There's a million different ways to get to your end goal. It doesn't have to be Civil Air Patrol. It doesn't have to be, one way or the other. But Irisa shows here that if you've got a drive and you follow through on it, you can get to your end goal. And now both of them have been appointed. Their class of 2025 to the U.S. Air Force Academy, and they're going to get the top education that you can get. Irisa, any other words that you'd like to let everyone out there know?
I would just like to say that my choice was definitely worth it. Yes, you kind of take like a gap year because once you go to the academy, you have to start over. So this year doesn't really count, but it's definitely worth it. I'm glad I made this decision because now I know that I'm going to a school where I'm going to get the best education possible.
Well, I just want to say, Irisa, thank you so much for your time, and Christopher, if you can hop back on, but just thank you for doing what you're doing, sacrificing what you're sacrificing. You are the future, and there's no telling where this future is going to go, and it's bright because of people like you. So thank you for your time. Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So Christopher will be right back on with us, but again, everyone take a few minutes, watch this video, share the love out there. Let's get these kids motivated. Let's make America strong, and let's do the right thing every day. That's what I talk to Christopher about every day. This boy is amazing. You would not believe what he does. He built Maness Veteran Medical's website with his bare hands. He knows the inside and out of all of it. It's beautiful. He's helped this company grow so much, and not only with the work side of things, but just the things that he does. He's just absolutely amazing. So please share this with your family so you can motivate and say, hey, look, I heard about this guy on LinkedIn. He was sitting there talking about what his child done, and maybe we can motivate 10, 15, 20, 100 kids to go ahead and get into Civil Air Patrol and see things and do things that they have never dreamed of. So we're definitely going to get this out there. So if you're not watching it live right now, you can pick back up on this. But, I just am so thankful. Here's Christopher back. Let me go ahead and bring him in. All right, Christopher. So we got a few more minutes here on this stream. I want, just some raw thoughts from you. Any last words or any motivation that you would like to put out there for anybody that's watching this, Christopher?
Sure, of course. Really, the thing that keeps me going every day is waking up and thinking about where I am right now and where I strive to be. So, wake up every morning. Today I actually woke up at 5:15 for PT. That was great. But you wake up every morning, and no matter how bad the day was before, or even how good the day was before, you can't live in fear of, you know, what is going to happen that day. You can't live that way. So no matter what is coming at you, no matter the adversity that you will face, think about your end goal and think about the journey that you need to go on to really achieve what you want. So really my biggest piece of advice would just be persevere. No matter what comes at you, persevere, because yes, there was a time where I didn't know if I wanted to attend the U.S. Air Force Academy or even be in the military. And of course, now that's all changed because here I am. But really, you know, persevere, follow your dreams. It doesn't matter how much money it costs, doesn't matter how much pain it'll cause you in the moment. If you know that at the end of your dream and at the end of your vision, that it'll all be worth it because you'll be where you are and you'll have achieved what you wanted to achieve. So really just persevere, keep pushing no matter what comes at you.
Well, Christopher, I'm going to keep pushing because of you, buddy. I love you. Thank you so much for your time today. I'm going to say a last few words, but I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, Christopher. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Love you too.
So, look, what can I say right there, okay? I had to share this message. I had to get it out there. I need everybody to know that there's these outlets out there for the kids to just make them just outstanding people. And, you know, I give a lot of credit to what he's been through. He never quit, and I know he's going to reach his goal. Like, I'm not going to get an F-22. I think that's a one-seater, but I begged him whenever he starts pilot training that if he can get me in a hop, you know, I want to get in and just do, you know, one time I want to ride in a jet with him, you know, and I know we're going to get there. So I'm looking forward to those days. I'm looking forward to dropping him off at the U.S. Air Force Academy this summer. Look, everybody knows I love Motley Crue, okay? I'm a Motley Crue fan. I have front and center Motley Crue tickets in Charlotte. We've waited years to see them, and, you know, I'm not going to go to that concert. Why? Because my son's going to the U.S. Air Force Academy, but I'll catch them on the flip side. Motley Crue knows I love them. But anyway, it's just all great things. And you got to meet Irisa as well. She is just an outstanding young lady, and she's gonna save lives one day. She is. It's just her nature, the way she handles her business. She is just on point. Same as Christopher. These kids are just so organized. But everybody watching today, again, over in the chat, there's Civil Air Patrol. I got the link for Civil Air Patrol. If you want to reach out to Christopher directly, he will guide you with any questions that you have, anything for your children. If anybody watches this that has questions directly about Civil Air Patrol or Falcon Scholarship or how to get to the Air Force Academy, Christopher will take his time and answer your questions. So anything you might have there, just shoot him an email to his Yahoo, and he will get right back in touch with you. And as far as Maness Veteran Medical goes, we got a lot of really cool partnership talks coming up, just outstanding products. I want you to keep your eyes open. I'll post and just watch and learn about these things. Again, what I'm trying to do at Maness Veteran Medical, I want to bring the cutting edge to our veterans so they can have access to things and stop waiting the 3 to 5 years. You know, I'm getting it right to the front line. I'm pushing these products out there. They're the highest quality products in the world. So watch my post and my partnership talks so you can see what we're doing and how we're changing the VA and how we're bringing higher quality products to the VA for the same dollar. Okay, we're going out and we're making these partnerships. We're bringing the prices down. We're saving lives. You know, some of our products are saving lives, absolutely. And the VA didn't have access to them until we brought it to the VA. They didn't even know about it. So that's what we're doing. We're always looking for these top quality products. If anybody feels that they have a game-changing product or a top quality product that they want to get to the VA, reach out to me at the One Leg Bandit at Maness Veteran Medical, and we will go ahead and you review your product and get it out there. But I want to say thank you again, everyone involved today. Thank you. Please watch and share this video. Go to YouTube, Johnathan Maness, and subscribe to my channel, and follow me here on LinkedIn. Everyone have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.